today's video, we're going to check out the best gaming mice in 2019. I made this list based on my personal opinion, and I tried to list them based on their price, quality, durability, and more. To find out more information about these gaming mice, you can check out the description below. At number 5, it's the Razer Death Adder Elite. If you've been in gaming circles, you know that for a long time the Death Adder series has been one of the most prominent and the most iconic gaming mice that's defined an era. The Death Adder has been used by so many gamers around the world from all skill levels, ranging from casual gamers to competing professionals. This is a no-nonsense mouse that has nothing left to prove. However, the Elite version comes as a refinement to the already excellent mouse, so let's dive deeper and see what it has to offer. When you first take a look at this mouse, you wouldn't assume that it's a gaming mouse, because it has adopted the looks of a regular office mouse. You can only tell it apart by looking at its Razer logo. But, as a long-time fan of the series, I love the class it offers. Simply one of the sleekest and most unassuming mice on the market. It's the first gaming mouse that's made the niche market approachable by the general masses, as it doesn't look like alien technology, and some manufacturers have opted for that. The Death Adder Elite has a rather large size, measuring 5 by 2.76 by 1.73 inches, but still weighs just 96 grams. It offers great ergonomics and versatility, and it's perfect for every hand size and grip style with amazing comfort. For this Elite Death Adder, Razer has made a collaboration with Omron to provide the switches, and as we know, Omron provides the very best in that segment and will last a lifetime. The tactile feel of clicks is just excellent, the accuracy and response are perfect in the main buttons and for the side buttons as well. No weak points in clicking. This mount sports a 5G optical sensor with a DPI that ranges from 100 to 16,000 DPI, which in my opinion covers everything that a gamer may look for, even at a professional level. The response rate and tracking speed are marvellous with 450 inches per second. As for in-game experience, it was a beast, excelling in every genre, but especially in FPS games. And it's not a surprise because we've seen its appearance in competition. Perfect value for its price, the Death Adder Elite delivers. At number 4, it's the Corsair M65 Elite. If you mainly play first-person shooters, I know that you're always in search of the perfect gaming mouse that'll suit your needs of high DPI, speed, precision, responsiveness, comfort, and more. The Corsair M65 Elite delivers everything an FPS gamer may want, from amazing build quality to high DPI to customizable weight tuning, the amazing layout of buttons, and it's simply a dream come true for FPS gamers, without having an astronomical price. The Corsair M65 Elite literally looks like a gaming mouse, and I really can't see anybody taking this to the office because it rocks its look proudly. But it looks good doing it too, with its carefully placed angles for ergonomics. It has a black plastic covering on its grey plastic body, a palm rest in the middle that slightly pushes you into a claw grip, and a thumb rest on the left part. Everything about the ergonomics is done to ensure the best performance for FPS games. The button layout is very convenient with the standard mouse buttons up top, textured scroll wheel, DPI sensitivity buttons to switch on the fly, 2 thumb buttons and the trademark sniper button right below them. The sniper button is a perfect feature for FPS gamers. It essentially lowers the DPI to 500 when you need to place more accurate shots with lower margins of error, but also you can program it to another function if you don't need the sniper function. This mouse also offers tunable weights. You can do that with a 3 6-gram weight underneath to find the best balance for your playstyle. The weight ranges between 97 and 115 grams. The Corsair M65 Elite runs on the new Corsair Utility Engine, which is a great program that gives you amazing customizability and room to tweak the overall experience, near perfect as you can tailor the settings to your needs. The Corsair M65 Elite features an advanced optical gaming sensor with a native 18,000 DPI that can be adjusted in 1 DPI steps to give you absolute control. It's very responsive and has very accurate tracking. The switches are also made by Omron and will last a lifetime. Simply the best FPS mouse in the market. At number 3, it's the Razer Naga Trinity. If you're looking for versatility due to playing games from different genres ranging from first-person shooters to massively multiplayer online role-playing games, you'll love the Razer Naga Trinity and its swappable side panels. On top of that, I found it great for productivity as well. Essentially, I can say that Razer sells 3 devices with a price of 1. That alone makes this a bargain. It solves the essential problem of the Naga series, which was a dedicated MMORPG mouse that was good for just that, but with its swappable side panels, this becomes the most versatile mouse on the market. With the Razer Naga Trinity, you get 3 interchangeable thumb panels that can be swapped instantly. Firstly, you get the traditional 12-button layout that's perfect for MMORPGs, the circular hex layout, and the utilitarian 2-button side panel. With the help of the excellent Razer Synapse 3 software, you can configure the endless layout for each side panel, and they work to perfection as the software detects them at once. You can create millions of individual profiles for each different game you play, adjust the beautiful RGB lights and the DPI settings to suit your needs that range from 100 to 16,000 DPI. I found this extremely satisfying. If I have to list a caveat about this mouse, I would say its weight and its weight customizability, which may bother some gamers because this mouse weighs 120 grams right out of the box. But I found that this mouse has a nice and hefty feel to it while offering excellent stability but still gliding on surfaces. Due to this, the weight system is not a deal breaker in my opinion, and when you take the pros, they clearly outweigh this one con. Maybe the Razer Naga Trinity is not the first one of its kind, but it's the most refined and the best in its own right, all while having an affordable price. The perfect customizable mouse that gives you perfect versatility and mobility while it's aimed at avid gamers. Obviously, the Trinity is a mouse for everybody. At number 2, it's the SteelSeries Rival 710. The SteelSeries Rival 710 may be one of the most expensive gaming mice in the market, but its performance and features can't be found in another mouse. Complete with its extreme customizability, amazing new sensor, haptic feedback, and great feel in hand, it justifies the premium price of this excellent mouse. It is definitely the best mouse from Arctic SteelSeries, and it's the only mouse that features an OLED display for notifications and customizability. Right out of the box, as a first impression, the SteelSeries Rival 710 makes its presence felt with its huge size, and I prefer larger mice since they're more comfortable, and this one delivers extreme comfort and ergonomics. On top of the device, you'll find a soft-to-touch material that feels pleasant, making the SteelSeries Rival 710 hands down the most comfortable mouse I tried in recent years. The button layout is not over the top with just 8 buttons, 3 of them on the thumb, all programmable, and a CPI switch just behind the scroll wheel. The buttons are all built with mechanical split trigger switches and have a durability rating for 60 million clicks, and even if you manage to surpass that number, which will take you about a decade, everything about this mouse is swappable. This includes the cable, the backplate, the rear logo, and you can go as far as to change the sensor as well, making this mouse extremely future-proof. In the package of the device, you get 2 cables, a 2-meter non-braided one and a 1-meter also non-braided cable. The customization options are endless with its SteelSeries Engine software. You can change the button functions, the image that appears on the OLED display, the RGB colors, and much more. The TrueMove 3 sensor is my favorite feature of this mouse, as it's the most accurate in the market, allowing you one-to-one tracking without any regard to your DPI settings, which can get as high as 12,000. The value of this mouse is tremendous thanks to the endless customizability and the new and updated sensor. And at number 1, it's the Logitech G502 Lightspeed. Logitech's G502 has been released about 4 years ago now, and since its release it has been one of the best gaming mice in the market hands down. Nobody has put a better made mouse since then. But the company has not stopped there. It took the already perfect unit and made it lighter, faster and wireless with the Logitech G502 Lightspeed. The Logitech G502 Lightspeed has not updated much in terms of design from the original G502. It's essentially the same large mouse measuring 5.2 by 3 by 1.6 inches, designed for right-hand ergonomics and curved thumb rest with textured grips for ultimate performance. Just on top of it, you'll find 10 buttons, including the standard right and left click buttons, a clickable scroll, a button for scroll resistance, a DPI sensitivity selector, and the others are customizable to your liking. On the side, you'll find the convenient sniper button for accurate and well-timed shots. Even with all these buttons, the Logitech G502 Lightspeed doesn't feel overcrowded or bloated. On the bottom, you have a compartment for storing 2 optional 4-gram weights, or the PowerPlay setup, which is sold separately for charging the mouse wirelessly while you're playing. However, you can't use the extra weights and the PowerPlay option at the same time, which is a bummer, but not a deal breaker for sure. I can comfortably say that for being a 5-year-old design, the Logitech G502 Lightspeed holds itself incredibly well. The mouse runs on Logitech G Hub software for extreme customization. For example, the DPI settings ranging from 100 to 16,000 DPI, the backlighting and all the buttons. The wireless connection of the Logitech G502 Lightspeed was seamless and just perfect. There were simply no interruptions and no latency. The battery lasted for about 48 hours in total, and if you have the power play, you won't have to charge the mouse at all. The performance of this mouse was really over the top. It was accurate and extremely responsive in all genres, and I was extremely impressed by it. It even performed better than wired models.